honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. Yeah, they can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable.
Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a Wet n Wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Check. Run left, run left.
Check 49, check 49.
Run left, run left.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisions something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson throwing middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Let's left. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Kill. Switch it. Tight dog.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Blue 15. 56. Bang out. Bam. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Three buzz. Echo.
On second and 12, Wilson. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Check 56. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
On third down, Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Probably a bit of a surprise call there on first down, but how about a tone setter for the drive? Picking up nice yardage, but the big man setting the tone physically.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Well, they took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or two away from making it work.
This is taken at the 23. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. 12. 55.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Check 55, Mike. Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson, it's caught by Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
So don't say nothing.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Move 15. 56. Cover. Check 99. Check 99. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it second and goal.
At the 12-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Spot that, spot that. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. One left, one left.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Check, check. Good touch.
On second down, this is Jackson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Waiting. Let's get it. 51's a mic. Let's go. 4 down, 4 down. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch. Left pass. Left pass. Ship.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a decent gain on the ground. Call it 6, but it still leaves him with a ways to go on fourth and goal. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Myers able to knock it through. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't
No pass, no pass. 55, Mike, got 55. Focus, defense.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
The Seahawks on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go. 56 to Mike.
From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, pick your game up.
Second and 9 now. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to haul it in is Kittle. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, it's Bush. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
64, weak. Watch tight end. Key to tight end. Hey, we got 4 down. Joker.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26.
First down, 49ers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On the delay, it's Bush. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ricky.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
First and goal, Bush. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack to 227-pound linebacker Quan Alexander.
It's now 3rd down.
19.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. He completes this one to Mack. And some room to run now. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7.
Zebra. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I'm coming after you. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Let's get the ball.
Ready, go.
2nd and long. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Watch his flat. Alpha.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
At the 43-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
55,
eat.
get him. Alert.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Safety screen.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson, and he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Clear. Check 9. No. Off. Back. You guys, listen.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Myers' kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And their 49er first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Recon, 132 play.
SOS.
Ready.
They'll try the right side with Bush. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He's brought down by Ryan Shazier.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
Ready.
51's the mic.
Looking to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Got it.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check out.
They'll hand it off to Bush. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Big Geno Atkins here to bring him down.
Atkins on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 48-yard line.
Set. 50. Clear.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Seahawks 6.
Okay, Frank. 51. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Ready, go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
66. Fully high. And go.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Set, go. Ready, go.
Bush on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. This is Bush. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 5-yard touchdown run. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
From the shotgun, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Hey. 51 to Mike. 51. Reload. Whip.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the double. Mike 51. You can't block me. You can't block me. Bang, 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 bang. That happened.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Wow. 51 the mic, boy. 51. Oh, you got D? Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Taken from just outside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
36 power.
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
There. 55.
And let's pin them in.
55's mine, guys. 55.
He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Right there, 56. Come on. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. You must be
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Go.
56. 56. Too little.
Back to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
We got to step it up.
Check.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. All day.
Bang out. Bam.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep and a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well and it's picked.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the 49ers, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next